Last night, lying in bed, you replayed a conversation from years ago, and you actually said no out loud, alone, to no one. You have never told a single person you do this. Here's the problem, everyone does, and by the end of this video, I can prove it to you. So let's dive in. Let's start with an easy one, the shower. You, my friend, right now are undefeated in shower court. Every argument you've ever had in there, you've won. Devastating closing statements, perfect comebacks delivered years too late to people who don't even remember the fight. Your coworker from 2 jobs ago? Well, yeah, you destroyed him last Tuesday. He was at your brunch. He felt nothing. You practiced, you revised. You did a second take because your imaginary opponent almost made a point. No one admits this, yet everyone goes through it. Moving on to number 2, the doorway. You stood up with a purpose, walked to the kitchen, and arrived as a person with no purpose at all. So you did the ritual. You stood there, scanning the counters like the reason was hiding behind the toaster. Maybe you walked back to where you started, hoping to reload the save file. Here's the part nobody told you. This one has actually been studied in a lab. Researchers at the University of Notre Dame ran experiments where people carried objects between rooms, and simply walking through a doorway made their memory of what they were carrying slower and less accurate. The paper is literally titled "Walking Through Doorways Causes Forgetting." Your brain treats each room as a separate event. Cross the boundary and it archives the old file to load the new one. Follow-up research found it hits hardest when you're distracted, which is why it always happens when your head is somewhere else. Your memory isn't failing, it's filling. Number 3, the ghost buzz. Sometime this week, your phone vibrated in your pocket. You checked it, nothing. No text, no call, because it never vibrated. Your leg hallucinated, and you didn't tell anyone because my leg hallucinates notifications. It's not something you really say out loud. In a study of 290 university students, 89% had felt phantom vibrations, on average about 1 every 2 weeks. Researchers call it phantom vibration syndrome. Your brain just wants the buzz so badly that it'll manufacture it from a muscle twitch or even a t-shirt fold. 9 out of 10 people in that study, by the way. You were never the weird one. You were just the average one. Coming in at number 4, we have the word that breaks. Here's one that you can feel in real time. Let's do it together. Door, 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 door. Okay, you get the point. Around the 5th one, the word starts to rot. Is that a word? Who approved this? You just sat there squinting at a word you've used your whole life like it owed you money. You thought you broke it. You thought maybe you broke you. It has a name though. It's called semantic satiation. Repeat a word enough and your brain temporarily stops attaching meaning to the sound. The word goes hollow. It comes back. Didn't break anything though. You just found the seam. Number 5, the thought you'd never say. You're in a quiet meeting, a library, a funeral even, and out of nowhere your brain goes, what if I just yelled something right now? What if I tossed my keys off the bridge? Just threw them. An unsolicited pitch from the worst intern in your head. You would never do it. You don't want to do it. So you concluded something must be quietly wrong with you and you filed it in the vault of things you'd never say out loud. In a study of 777 people across 13 countries, 94% of people reported having unwanted intrusive thoughts just like these ones within the last 3 months. The researchers' conclusion was simple. The thoughts aren't the problem, and having them says nothing about who you are. It's just what the brain does. The intern pitches, you decline, and the meeting continues. Which brings us to the real question of this video. If literally everyone is doing all of this, why were you so sure that it was only you? Well, here's the answer. Cornell researchers made students walk into a room of strangers wearing a loudly embarrassing Barry Manilow t-shirt. Afterwards, the wearers estimated about half the room had noticed the t-shirt. The real number? Roughly 1 in 4. Everyone assumed an audience twice as big as the one that actually existed. It's called the spotlight effect. You walk around feeling watched, so you hide everything. The shower arguments, the kitchen ritual, the phantom buzz, and the intern in your head. But the spotlight is actually a lie. Nobody was watching because every single one of them were just starring in their own show, hiding their own list, certain that you would notice. That's the whole twist. The reason all of this felt private isn't that you're strange. It's that 7 billion people are all performing normal for each other at the same time. So send this to a person you argue with in the shower. They have no idea the case is still open. And tell me in the comments which one hit the hardest, or the one that I missed, or the one that you think that is actually just you. Because it probably isn't, and that's the whole point. You thought it. Everyone did.